Do you ever notice how often attraction quickly fades into nothing? I mean, one day she's all over you, giggling at everything you say and texting you every 3 minutes. The next day, she's distant and as icy as a frozen cucumber in the freezer of a supermarket in Iceland. And you wonder, what in cold hell happened? Every time my fellow Shogun Method practitioners ask me about this, I remind them of the lesson I taught them inside the shogunmethod.net community, where I said this: love is a fog. Attraction has a time window. She won't stay intrigued forever. Count yourself lucky if it lasts a day. Many shoguns tell me that line sticks with them because it's simply so jarring. Because let's face it, we like to believe that when a woman falls for us, it's forever. Deep inside, we trust that once we've won her heart, the work's done. But let's be real here. Look around and you see how more than half of all marriages crash and burn like a Led Zeppelin in the Second World War, and even the ones that survive. Well, let's say that most marriages are miserable at best and downright soul-sucking at worst. So why does that happen? Here's the thing. Most people believe in this fairy tale that love is everlasting. It's not. Love rarely ever lasts. Instead, love changes, fades quickly, and slips through your fingers once you stop feeding it. Now, I'm not saying true love doesn't exist, because it does. But it doesn't happen by accident. As any shogun will tell you, it takes work, but it's not the work you read about in those fluffy relationship books. As shoguns, we learn about psychological work. And by psychological work, we mean emotional control. Shogun Method practitioners understand emotional control to unpeel the deeper layers of the female psyche, decoding the secret codes to what keeps a woman hooked emotionally to a man. Because here's the truth. If you think getting a woman to fall in love is hard, try keeping her in love. That's 10 times harder. No joke. Attraction isn't enough, but most men think it is. They finally get the girl and think, okay, I did it. I win. But that's wrong because that's when the real game starts. As I teach in Shogun Method at shogunmethod.com, attraction has a time window. The countdown begins the moment she starts liking you. And if you do nothing to deepen that connection, that window shuts fast. So the question is, what keeps a woman in love? What's stronger than attraction? What makes her stay? The answer comes from something we shoguns call the Gracian Rule. Let me tell you how I found it. A few years back, a brother from the Shogun Method community, Kronos, handed me a book and said, "Have you seen this?" The book was The Art of Worldly Wisdom by Baltasar Gracian, a Jesuit priest from the 17th century Spain. But Gracian wasn't your usual priest. The guy once read a letter, purportedly from Satan, right in the middle of church just to make a point. His superiors hated it. When they found his manuscript, they told him to burn it, but he laughed it off. Instead, he published it anyway for gits and shiggles, and like a true legend, he got exiled for it. Anyway, that book is part of the Shogun Method canon, together with Akira Anzai's Dark Lever. And personally, it's been my guide for years. In fact, I like it more than Machiavelli's The Prince and Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power. So what does Gracian have to do with keeping a woman in love? Everything. In chapter 200, he writes, "Leave her something to wish for, or she may be miserable from happiness. Her body must respire, and her soul aspire for something. If she gets everything, she will feel disillusioned and discontented. There must be something else that arouses her curiosity and gets her hopes up. Excessive happiness is fatal. Don't satisfy her entirely, because if there's nothing else to desire, there is only an unhappy state of happiness." Let that sink in for a moment. Are you giving your woman everything she wants, trying to make her perfectly happy? If you are, let me tell you this. You're walking straight into a trap. Because when she has everything, there's nothing left for her to chase. And once there's nothing left to chase, the excitement dies. She stops feeling desire for you. And when desire dies, love fades quickly. That's the essence of the Gracian Rule. Never satisfy her completely. As Shogun Method practitioners, we live by that rule, and it breaks down into 3 steps. First, know what she wants. Second, give her most of it, maybe around 80%. And third, keep the rest to yourself. That last 20% is your leverage as a shogun. It's the source of your mystery and your power as a man. Now, what if you already gave her too much? Easy. Pull back and stop doing things for her. Withdraw. Disappear a little. Let her feel that sudden absence. It'll shock her for sure, trust me. But it'll also reawaken her curiosity and create uncertainty that makes her crave for your presence. Think of it like a roller coaster. The reason people love roller coasters isn't the steady climb. It's the drop, the stomach-turning, heart-racing fall. That's what makes it addictive, and that's what she secretly wants. Shogun Method gives her the wildest ride of her life, one she never forgets. Because when she's addicted to the emotional highs and lows you create, that's when she can't leave. That's when she's emotionally addicted to you, and that's the real secret. Not attraction, not romance, but straight-up addiction. Because here's the thing. Emotional addiction is what keeps her bound to you. It's what turns temporary love into lifelong obsession. That's how you seduce a woman forever. Now sure, some people hate that idea. They say it's manipulative or unfair. They call Shogun Method dangerous, as if men shouldn't be trusted with that kind of awesome power. But here's how I see it. Shogun Method is a weapon. It's a powerful one, but still just a tool in the hand of its wielder. Take a knife. A surgeon saves lives with a knife, but a criminal takes them with it. So, it's not the tool that's good or evil, and importantly, it's how you use it and your intentions behind it. So if you're going to use Shogun Method, here's my advice. Use it with the right intention. Wield it only on a woman you genuinely want a future with, and not on some random hookup. Because remember, emotional addiction cuts both ways. And if you awaken that in the wrong woman, you might live to regret it. We're coming to the end of this video, so here's what you need to remember. Attraction fades fast. Emotional addiction lasts. To create it, do the Shogun Method thing and follow the Gracian Rule. Never satisfy her completely. And the best way to master that is to join the Shogun Method Brotherhood and get the entire Shogun Method knowledge under your belt. I'll be honest with you, Shogun Method isn't for everyone. If you're just looking for dating tips or seduction or pickup artist tricks, this isn't it. Shogun Method is deeper and darker than possibly anything you've ever known, and I'm not exaggerating, believe me. And once you see what's inside Shogun Method, you can't unsee it. Because once you're in the Shogun Method online masterclass at fractionation.org, you'll discover things most men will never know. You'll learn how fractionation pulls her into your emotional gravity, layer by layer. You'll understand emotional addiction and how it quietly replaces attraction and keeps her hooked long after the spark fades. You'll see how the Gracian Rule plays out in real time, and how the strong masculine frame makes her surrender to your world completely. But here's the catch. Once you cross that line, you can't go back to being normal. You'll start seeing through every move, every word, every emotional cue. It's like having X-ray vision into her mind, and everything about her is 100% transparent to you. With Shogun Method, you'll gain power that's beyond the grasp of 99% of men out there. I trust you'll be responsible with this power, and as shoguns, we are guardrailed by our conscience and honor. Being a shogun requires strength and masculine confidence, and so if you're not ready, stay away. But if you've got the balls to see what lies beneath the surface, then go to fractionation.org and join the Shogun Method online masterclass. That's where every shogun starts his journey. And if you think you're qualified to join the Shogun Method Brotherhood, then do this. Find the link in the first comment below this video and click it, or go directly to this website, fractionation.org.